You probably think you're already a good cat owner. You feed them on time, you buy the toys, you give the pets whenever they let you close enough. And honestly, that feels good, like you've got this whole thing figured out. Here's the uncomfortable part. Some of the exact things you've been quietly proud of might be the very things keeping your cat one careful step away from you. The stare you thought was affectionate. The cuddles you thought they loved. The silence you thought gave them space. None of it means what you assumed it meant. By the end of this video, you're going to see your own daily routine completely differently, and you're going to walk away with 6 small habits that actually close that distance. Here's something most people never learn about cats. They don't experience love the way we do. There's no grand gesture that suddenly makes a cat trust you. Instead, trust is built the same way a wall is built, one small brick at a time, stacked day after day, until one morning you look up and realize the whole thing is standing strong. That means the cheapest, simplest habits often matter more than the fanciest toy or the most expensive treat. Let's start with the first one, and it's one almost everyone gets wrong without realizing it. 1. The trust blink. Most cat owners think they're being polite when they do this. They're actually making their cat nervous every single day. The habit is slow blinking, sometimes called a cat kiss. When you look at your cat and blink slowly, then look away, you're speaking their language. A hard, unbroken stare reads as a threat in the feline world. Predators stare, prey looks away, but a soft, slow blink says, "I see you, and I'm not a threat." Cats do this to each other when they trust one another completely. The mistake most owners make is either holding eye contact too long without blinking, thinking it shows affection, or never making that soft eye contact at all. Veterinary behaviorists commonly point to slow blinking as one of the simplest, most reliable ways to build feline trust, because it costs nothing and takes seconds. It works because you're not asking your cat to understand your language. You're taking the time to speak theirs. Starting tonight, find a moment when your cat is relaxed and looking at you, and slowly close your eyes for 1 full second, then open them again. Do it once, calmly, without staring afterward. 2. The safety clock. Your cat notices this before you ever open a bag or a can. It's the rhythm of consistent routine, especially around feeding and attention. Cats are territorial animals who feel calm when the world behaves predictably, when feeding times shift wildly, when play happens randomly, or when affection only comes when you feel like giving it. Cats live in a low hum of uncertainty. It's not dramatic stress, but it's a background tension that keeps them from ever fully relaxing. Feline behavior specialists frequently point out that predictability, not indulgence, is what actually makes a cat feel secure. The common mistake is treating routine as boring or unnecessary, when for a cat routine is safety itself. It works because your cat isn't looking for more, they're looking for certainty. Knowing what happens next is its own form of comfort. Pick one thing today: feeding time, a morning greeting, a bedtime routine, and commit to doing it at the same time every day for the next 2 weeks. 3. The waiting game. This tiny habit quietly changes the way your cat sees you, and it has almost nothing to do with petting. It's about respecting your cat's choice to approach you, rather than always initiating contact yourself. Cats bond deeply with people who let them control the pace of physical closeness. When an owner constantly picks up, chases, or forces cuddles onto a cat, even out of love, the cat can start associating human hands with unpredictability rather than comfort. The healthiest bonds tend to form when the human waits, low and calm, and lets the cat decide when to close the distance. Behaviorists often describe this shift, from pursuing affection to inviting it, as the real foundation of trust. It works because trust that's taken never feels the same as trust that's given. A cat who chooses you is telling you something a cat who's grabbed never could. Today, resist the urge to pick your cat up or chase them for cuddles. Instead, sit somewhere calm and let them make the first move. 4. The voice thread. Your cat is constantly reading your voice, even if they never respond outwardly. Speaking to your cat in a calm, warm tone throughout the day, during chores, while passing them in the hallway, even while working, reinforces a sense of companionship cats deeply crave, even though they're often labeled independent. Cats can distinguish their owner's voice from a stranger's, and a gentle, consistent tone becomes associated with safety over time. The common mistake is staying silent around cats, assuming they don't care, or only speaking to them in sharp tones reserved for scolding. It works because your voice becomes a constant your cat can orient around, a thread of familiarity running quietly through their whole day. Try narrating small parts of your day out loud to your cat in a warm, easy tone, even if it feels a little silly at first. 5. The hunt ritual. This one is about play, but not the way most people think of it. Real bonding play means engaging your cat with a wand toy or something that mimics prey rather than using your hands or feet, and doing it consistently rather than occasionally. Play satisfies a predatory instinct cats need to express daily, and ending a session by letting them catch the toy provides genuine emotional satisfaction, almost like closure. Owners often make the mistake of using fingers as toys, which teaches cats that biting hands is acceptable, or stopping the moment the cat looks bored instead of ending on a successful catch. It works because a cat who gets to fully complete that hunting instinct, start to finish, carries that confidence into everything else they do around you. Set aside 10 minutes today for focused one-toy play, and let your cat catch the toy at the end instead of pulling it away. 6. The silent presence. Most owners believe love means constant closeness, but cats often show the deepest trust through calm, quiet coexistence rather than non-stop interaction. Simply allowing your cat to be near you while you do something else, reading, working, watching television, without demanding attention from them, teaches a cat that your presence itself is safe and comfortable. This is sometimes called passive companionship, and it's often the final stage of trust a cat offers. The mistake many owners make is only valuing active affection like petting or holding, while overlooking the quieter moments a cat offers simply by choosing to stay nearby. It works because a cat who stays near you without being asked isn't performing affection for you, they're choosing safety freely on their own terms. Tonight, simply let your cat be near you while you do something else, without asking anything of them in return. So here's what it all comes down to. Slow blinking speaks their language. Routine tells them the world is safe. Letting them choose closeness builds real trust. Your voice becomes a thread they hold on to. Focused play satisfies something instinctive in them. And quiet, undemanding presence is often the deepest gift you can give. None of these habits require money, and none of them require perfection. They simply require consistency, patience, and a little more attention to the small moments you might have been walking past every day. If your cat already shows even one of these signs back to you, a slow blink, a spot on the couch beside you, a chirp when you speak, there's a good chance they trust you far more than you realize. So tell me down in the comments, which of these 6 habits surprised you the most? Which one are you going to start tonight?